Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Woo boy. Okay, so let me start this video off by saying I'm a big Smash fan. So when I say Smash fans are toxic, I'm not talking about everybody. Because I know there's plenty of people who enjoy this game and aren't as toxic as all these other people on Twitter and all these other social media platforms ranting and raving about stupid shit. This poor man, Masahiro Sakurai, came out and announced a new character that he was excited about, Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Or is it Byleth?
Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle.
I'm gonna say Byleth. The main character of Fire Emblem Three Houses, one of their most successful games that was put out for the Switch last year. And everyone took to Twitter and decided to take it to the next level. Everyone is so pissed off at the fact that another Fire Emblem person is in Smash, yada yada yada. Sakurai needs to retire. We need to take him off Smash Brothers. He has, for a character pick? Like, he has to be taken off Smash for a character pick. There are no complaints about this game. I see no one bitching about the gameplay. I see no one complaining about the gameplay or the polish behind the game or, you know, just overall characters that come out being too broken. Everything is balanced and there's constant patches, there's DLC. All of this stuff is creating one of the most ambitious Nintendo titles of all time. And they want to take Sakurai off the project because what? See, I'm getting upset. A character pick? Come on, guys. I'm a Fire Emblem fan, a big Fire Emblem fan. Fire Emblem Three Houses was one of my favorite games last year. But I'm not making this video as a Fire Emblem fan. I'm making it as a Smash Brothers fan. Byleth is not my top pick, right? I would have preferred someone to represent the Sonic franchise, just to have another character there with Sonic, whether it be Eggman, Shadow, somebody. I'm not going to Twitter complaining like, oh, at Sakurai, I'm gonna kill your mom, I'm gonna kill your parents. Why does this keep happening every time Nintendo makes a pick? It's insane to me because, and people try to justify the outrage, and it's not like it's a game-breaking, gameplay, money-grubbing choice from the developers. It's a character pick. So everybody knows that they have a certain set of characters that they are going to choose. This is not a community vote. This is not a poll. This is characters that they are going to choose. So when they choose someone that you don't care about, that doesn't mean millions and millions of people around the globe don't like that character or didn't want that character. Fire Emblem is a very popular franchise, and there are people who love to have their new main character be in Smash. Honestly, we have 8 people in it now. 8 Fire Emblem representatives. That's pretty insane. Like, honestly, I think that's overkill. There's so many of them. But the point is, it's up to Nintendo to choose who's going to be in Smash Brothers. But the problem is that this happens every time a character is announced. Beforehand, before the game was even out, there was a Waluigi outrage. Waluigi wasn't chosen for Smash Bros. Ultimate. He was an assist trophy, a sticker, or what have you. And people went insane. It became this huge social media outrage where Sakurai was getting death threats, tweeting at Nintendo, tweeting at Sakurai, doing all this other crap online because Waluigi didn't get in. Why is that a reasonable reaction to a character choice? You know what I'm saying? It's like just the sheer entitlement behind what should go into Smash and who it should be decided by is awful in this community. And when the character comes out, everybody just downloads the character and shuts up anyway. So it's like when this happens, Twitter always goes into this outrage, and there's like several dislikes on the Smash. There's several dislikes right now. Last I checked on the reveal for Byleth. It's a character that you didn't want. But I guarantee that he slash she is going to play very well. It's going to be a balanced character, and it's going to be a fun character for a lot of people. It's another character for your game. It's being expanded. The roster is being expanded. And to add insult to injury, they announced today that they're doing another character pack, and there's gonna be 6 more characters involved. And then we're gonna go through this all over again. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, we need Dante, we need 2B, we need this person, we need that person. And then when it's not that person, everyone's gonna blow up like a volcano and say, oh my God, Sakurai, you fucking, I'm gonna send your mom, you know, like. So I'm not making this video to have people stop, but I just want to make everyone aware of the fact that this gaming community is so freaking toxic. I'm not even talking about the competitive side of this stuff. That's even worse. People get bullied out of the community. I'm just talking from a casual gaming perspective where you hear the news and you want to kill Nintendo and say this is the worst decision Nintendo's ever made, yada, yada, yada. It's very similar to Pokemon right now too. I don't agree with everything Game Freak does. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. Game Freak is probably not my favorite developer. They make decent Pokemon games that I buy and I enjoy. Could there be a lot more polish and like extravagance to the Pokemon series? Hell yeah. I believe there's tons of other developers that could do a better job. But these are the people that are making it. And these are people who are human beings and live lives, right? So it's okay to criticize their choices, but to be a community that goes beyond that, goes beyond criticism, that's when it gets to a point where it's a little ridiculous. We as gaming communities need to tone it down a couple of notches because these are people just trying to make a living. It's a collection of people who are making choices. Are Game Freak's choices a little lazy? Of course they are. But when the game comes out and I play it and I'm like, okay, this is not an awful game. This is actually pretty good. When Sword and Shield came out, after all the chatter, all the talk, it all was quiet on the Western Front. Everybody was playing the game. And then now that they decide to come out with DLC, with content that people were asking for before that, people are getting upset. It's like they're adding 200 more Pokemon for free. And if you want to go out in the wild and catch them and experience new worlds and new legendaries and new Pokemon and all this other stuff and continue your story as a Pokemon trainer in the Galar region, $30. Whether you agree with their price or not, and I think that's a debatable price. You know what I'm saying? 30 can be a lot to a lot of people. It is additional content and it's more resources for people working on a game. You know, could there be more free content? I think there could have been, and there needs to be some polish to their internet services and their network services, because that was pretty much trash. But people are upset over the fact that they're adding 200 more Pokemon to the game. Isn't this what we wanted? I'm a little confused at that. Initially, people were saying, oh, well, there's not enough Pokemon in this game. Why are all my favorite Pokemon being cut? And now that they're being added to the game, we're complaining about DLC and them charging for 2 additional stories in a pack and 2 additional regions with 200 more Pokemon. I think it's a little bit, I think the entitlement is just is getting crazy, especially in the Nintendo community. And I know a lot of this is going to be controversial to certain people, but this is just my opinion. I mean, you don't always have to agree with the prophet. We need to tone this down. And honestly, amongst all the death threats and saying that Sakurai needs to be removed from the project,
I can't believe Mr. Sakurai ruined my fucking life and gave me a deadly disease.
For no other reason aside from them picking a character, I think it's a little ridiculous. I've seen no other developer or director put so much passion into a game other than Sakurai. This guy is always at the forefront of the project. He puts so much time and effort and love into each character, regardless of whether it's his favorite franchise or not. You can tell the care that's put into each and every one of those characters, and the game itself, and the composition of the music, and the environments being chosen, and all the movesets, and balancing with these patches. I really don't think that they're gonna find someone who puts the same amount of passion into that game. Will it be still a good game? Sure. But this guy Sakurai dots every I and crosses every single T when it comes to Smash. So I just think it's crazy that people want him off just because of a decision made for a character to enhance his game. No one's gonna listen to me, but I'm just putting it out there because this shit's getting ridiculous. And maybe it's just Twitter. Maybe I should put out another video called Twitter is Toxic. I've only been on Twitter for maybe a year actively, or less than a year actively, and I've seen some of the worst of the worst. But before I even go down that rabbit hole, I just wanted to put this video out here. 6 more characters announced. Like, you'd think Sakurai would decide to take a rest, and everyone's gonna put out their guesses and put out more leaks, more predictions, more posts on 4chan saying cryptic words. Look into my text and you will see the next Smash DLC 3. So in your mind, if you're looking at these people like, who are these characters? Don't even worry about it. There are other people who know those characters and are excited that they're gonna be in Smash. Anyway, I'll be doing my first live stream for the year very soon. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted on Twitter, and I'll leave a community post on YouTube. But if you're not following me on Twitter, go ahead and follow @TheMentok on Twitter. Basically, you'll see my opinions in a nutshell on there. Alrighty, so as always, my children, be safe. The Prophet has spoken.